Section 232, which I'd never heard of before September and now talk about pretty much every day. 232 is yet another tool by which to impose tariffs, not by country, but by sector or by piece of equipment or what have you. And the Department of Commerce initiated an investigation into robotics and CNC equipment under the premise of national security. What is going on here? It is clear that the administration is concerned about the growth of the Chinese domestic robot, sort of industry. And that's not misguided because we all understand that everything in China is dual use. So if you support the growth of their robot industry side, you are likewise by extension supporting them in their defense sector and having quadrupeds and humanoid bipedal robots developed for armed conflict or what have you. And we wouldn't want any part of that, right? So Section 232 is ostensibly about national security, but it kind of caught up all of us in the wash. Manufacturing, warehouse automation, anybody that's wanting to use a robot or an NC machine is kind of caught up in this. So there was a period of public comment. There's a bunch of them on the Federal Registry. I've read many of them. And they kind of fall into buckets from, please don't block any robots, period. We need access to everything possible, to, on the other end, kick them all out. If it ain't built in the US, we're not going to use it. And then somewhere in the middle, folks where, look, we don't want tariffs on our friends. Let's keep a tariff-free regime with Japan, where we get our robots from, with Germany, where we get a lot of our NC machines from, with Italy, that makes a bunch of packaging equipment. All of those, let's keep those tariff-free. But China, let's tariff those. I kind of come down on bucket number 2, or rather, in the middle bucket, because I see the need for us to continue to have access to robots and NC machines from friendlies. Why does this matter? Because as warehouse automation customers, you use automation and robots increasingly so in your operations. And anything that adds additional cost to those components just means there's going to be fewer opportunities for you to deploy this technology in your operations. Applications where maybe before you would have put a robot in because of ergonomics or throughput or what have you, the IRR was marginal before, and now with this big tariff bump, it just falls off the list. You would have automated it, except now you have sort of this artificial barrier. And we want to eliminate those. So the period of public comment is over for Section 232 on this, but it is very much an open question. And so as you hear about this, as you interact with your local representatives, et cetera, ask them about Section 232. Here's what you're going to find. Most of them never heard of it. You're going to be informing them that the Department of Commerce is considering an action that would make it harder for you to access the technology that you need. As your representatives and the ones interested in maintaining employment and economic activity in your area, you have a voice and they will listen to you. So use it. We're here to advocate for you. Thanks.